wish you hadn't called me.
We rehearse as much as possible. It's a good way to catch up and keep that band bond going. We have another brother who plays the drums in the band, and so the band is a real mean way to just like stay in touch with your brother.
For me, personally, you have to be in a band with friends, with people that you get along with. We socialise together, so we will, even when we're not doing band stuff, we'll still get together and do stuff.
Having the band practices are an awesome way to reconnect and like, you know, going and touring and stuff. Like, it's just the guaranteed time we're gonna spend together.
Yeah, food is like a really great one to just get us together and like, bro, like food is like, as a social activity, is like the peak of life. You think about it, like for bands it's the same thing. So just get together with your mates and eat, and you guys will be like famous.
For me, before I play a set, the important parts are that preparation. It's going through your whole performance from start to finish, thinking of everything you're going to say, or at least give yourself some parameters around what you're going to say. And I've got a set list that has the songs, and it has lines in between each song mentioning what I'm going to talk about, where I'm going to say thank you, where I'm going to get everyone to do a Mexican wave, whatever you want. That's all written down as prompt to remind you. It's like doing a speech or something. You've got your cue cards.
It's fun trying to figure out how you're going to do your set and what quirky things you're going to do in between it to make people laugh. And like when we do rehearsal, we come up with really like stupid things that we're like, oh, we should try that. And then when it works, you're like, oh, okay, that's awesome. And if we're not confident about how the show's going to go, then we know we're not ready.
I rehearse how I'm going to stand. I wear the clothes I'm going to wear, because you never know if they're going to be really uncomfortable. You have to rehearse all your tuning. The worst thing is like you can play the songs really well, but it takes you 2 minutes to tune in between and you can't talk while you tune. Instantly you lose the crowd. So you've got to rehearse every little part of it. If you already know all those things, you don't have a whole lot to worry about. You've got all the things you can control are under control. Anything else that happens, it's not worth worrying about. Your songs don't always do everything for you. It's about really putting in the preparation of what's this crowd going to be like, and finding out. It's another big thing is finding out as much as you can about what's going to happen on the night. How many people, what kind of venue, what's the occasion, when will your time slot be, how long will it be for, will there be booze, will there not be booze, will there be all ages, will there be adults, will there be a bunch of retired people. It all influences your performance.
A good tip is honing out like all of your set list and making sure you get out all the kinks. Play a song. If you make a mistake, make sure you go back and fix that mistake.
Just going over songs until we know that we've got it down. We usually go over song like the whole set, maybe like 3 times as a whole.
When I was in Midnight Youth, we were a band, 5 guys, we would rehearse 40 hours a week. And we could perform tomorrow, not having done it for 6 years, perfectly, because it was so put down in our muscle memory. We used to do things like we would play the whole thing in double time, triple time, the whole thing in reggae, the whole thing in punk. There's ways to make it interesting.
Yeah, I think it's the matter of practicing together and by ourselves. If you come to practice knowing your part, that's so much better than just learning it there.
Every day I've got a playlist on my Spotify of just sing-along songs, and I'll spend about an hour and a half every day just singing other people's songs, and that's my gym for my voice. I choose songs that are really pushing my voice, singing in registers that are uncomfortable. There's a lot of female singers in my playlist, so I'll try and sing an Alicia Keys song and push my voice into strange places and tones and try and develop those parts of my voice that I don't get if I sing my own songs.
We also rehearse a lot to try and like trial new material that we're writing, because if we're not performing, we're always writing and trying to write, you know, the next song or the next body of work. And a good way to kind of get those songs from being like bedroom demos to songs is to, you know, bring them to the rehearsal room and just like kind of play them out and see how they sound live I also think a good bit of advice that I would impart is something that I still like struggle with like now is to just be forthcoming with like your ideas that you have, because even with like my brothers, like sometimes I'm like you know, one of these guys is my brother who I've known my whole life, and the other guy is like, you know, my friend who I've been in bands with for 10 years, and sometimes I'm still just like, oh, I can't really it's not ready, but it's like it's kind of a good lesson to like try and let go some of that, because that's if an idea is fresh and someone might spark onto it, like we do in writing sessions as well, and there should be more of a back and forth, and sometimes we don't do enough of that, and we try and consciously like make more effort to just be like, yeah, this is what I got, what do you reckon, let's see if we can do something with it.
Lay it out on the table, because you'll never know if, you know, you never put it out in the first place.
Got me feeling older, feeling all this old love is messed up.